40-ish years of reunion of magnificent musical witness, Reverend William C. Crouch was pastor of this church for 1/3-ish of those years. He was formative in his witness, he was formative in his word, he was formative in the silly song of music that we were serenaded to last night by Sarah and Michael. Bill was impactful for most all of us, and most all of us who were part of the Credo choir over these 40 years. It's with great privilege tonight that we take a pause to reconsecrate a window that has been cleaned and rebuilt and reset in Bill's name. I'd like to invite the Crouch family to join me here at the front for that purpose. So those of you who have been away may not know that every one of the stained glass windows in the sanctuary were removed over the last year and a half, cleaned and placed between insulated glass so as to both protect them and to insulate the entire sanctuary. One has been placed again in Bill's name, and we gather for a moment now to reconsecrate that window.
Will you join us? Lord of light, in the beginning, you separated the light from darkness and said, "It was good."
The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it.
When Moses and the children of Israel escaped in darkness,
You sent a pillar of flame to light the way.
When in our sin we turned away and called for darkness to surround us, you pursued us.
Even the darkness is not dark to you, O Lord. The night is bright as day.
In a stable dark, your light was born in human form.
The true light, which enlightens everyone, was coming into the world.
So may the light that shines through this window be a blessing to us and remind us of your true light, Jesus Christ, and of Reverend William C. Crouch, who tirelessly pointed us toward that light by word, witness, and music.
His memory is a blessing forever. Let light perpetual shine upon him.
O Lord of light, bless now ourselves, custodians of this church, for a new day and a new age, that we may remember that we walk where others have tread.
Lord, keep us mindful of the innumerable treasures that have been handed to us from generations before. Give us humility to serve as we've been served. May the love to which they testify in glass and stone and song live on in us, so that we may know them in our service to you. May the light that shone in them shine through us. Amen.
Good evening. I'm Emily Crawford. I was director of Credo from 1983 to 1986. And I've been asked to say a few words before this next song, but I just want to say to you, echo a little bit of Dwayne Wolf's letter of the importance of reunions and reflection and assessment and evaluation on where we are in our lives today. When I look at the slideshow and I see all of us so young, including myself, and I just think, I can't believe that church hired me. I obviously knew nothing at the time, but you put your faith in me, and together our merry band of singers grew and prospered and continued through the 80s. And just want to thank you as a church for that, because it doesn't just happen. A church has to commit itself to support a group like Credo. And I feel like I probably the other directors feel this way too. I feel like since I left here, I have been trying to recreate the Credo experience with every choir I've had since. And that's really a good thing, to find that spirit and that companionship and that support of each other. The piece that we're about to sing has special meaning to the members of Credo. It came about in 1986 with the passing of Karen Engler, who had been a special person to the youth of this church. And we were getting ready to leave on a mission trip to Nashville, and this had just happened, and we had a rehearsal, and it was a hard rehearsal. And one of the young men of Credo, Paul Lyman, who's not here unfortunately tonight, but he went home and wrote a poem, and he brought it in, and someone gave it to me, or maybe he gave it to me, or I don't know exactly. But it was such a strong feeling of emotion that we all had. And we were getting ready for this tour. I felt we needed something, and I took the poem home and I wrote music to it and brought it in, and we all sat on the floor in the gym in a big circle, and I passed out the music, and I told them, we're going to sing this song at our home concert, and we're not going to work on it until we leave on tour. And so many times after a long day of fun and play and work and singing, we would all join together and we would work on this song. And we did indeed learn it on tour, and we premiered it at our home concert. And it was also my last concert with Credo. So then I left, and I really didn't know that the song remained a special song to them, that they continued to sing it with Susan and Jaime and the directors past. And now we all are this much farther along in our lives, and many of us have experienced loss. And so what I just like to say is that music can be celebration, it can bring us together, it can be praise-filled, but it can also heal. And I hope in some way this song was healing to us at the time. I know it was, to the choir that experienced this. And so just to give you that context of the song, Just Believe.